What's up, everybody? You're listening to the Q&E Podcast. Here with your boy Q Hicks right now. I got Edgar on the other line. Edgar, tell the people what's good.
What's up, everybody? Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, all that, yada, yada, yada. This is our last episode before Christmas, so just want to say what's up to everybody. Hope y'all got y'all shopping out the way. I just finished a little bit of mine today, so I'm done now. Got all that shit out the way.
I'm tired as hell, bro. I've been out all day trying to get shit, and I'm still not done. I'm somebody, bro. I gotta get my shit late. I can't be with the early Black Friday shopping. I can't do all that shit, bro. I gotta get my shit
Black Friday
shopping.
I ain't do no Black Friday. I just got all mine done on Monday, and half of it was Monday, and like half was early Tuesday. And I only got one gift today, and that was it.
Yeah, man. I feel like when you wait late, shit really be ran through, but it's like. It feels like a tradition at this point. I can't change it up now. I can't change it up. Like I have to do late Christmas shopping, bro. I can't do this shit early, bro. It's a real problem. But if this is your first time listening to the Q&E podcast, welcome. We usually have 5 segments. We have our sports segment. We have our 2-hour Wednesday entertainment, past the Ox, and entertainment. So definitely stay tuned for all of them. This is another live stream. So everybody who's tuning in, definitely drop some questions if that y'all want us to answer or anything like that. And just drop some comments throughout the whole show. We're going to be posting them on the screen and things like that. So let's dive into the first one with the NFL. First game of the week was the Saints versus Chiefs game, bro. It was supposed to be the game of the week. I still didn't get that game of the week vibe.
No, I ain't get that vibe at all.
I didn't get that vibe.
I didn't think it was going to be at all. When we first had seen they labeled it as game of the week, I was like, first off, Drew Brees isn't playing. At the time, he wasn't listed to play.
Yeah.
So that already made me not look at it like that. And even when he was cleared to play and did play, it still didn't feel like game of the week.
It didn't, bro. And so I'll let you go, bro. How did you feel about Drew Brees coming back and playing?
It was kind of what I expected. I mean,
do you think he came back too early?
Nah, I don't feel like he came back too early because it's the end of the season. You just might as well get 1 or 2 more games in before the playoffs come, So I felt like he came at just the right time. Because how many games they got left? 2 more games?
Yeah, but with that spot already solidified, would you have liked to see him just wait it out and just say, you know what I'm saying, wait until the playoffs?
No, because if you get a tough matchup in that first playoff game and you play terrible, you already going to get a lot of critics from that. So I feel like just have him play these last 2-3 games. That way he gets the feel again of throwing the ball, running, being tackled and all that. So that way by the time the first playoff game comes, he's already ready.
Drew Brees, this is the thing about Drew Brees. Drew Brees, by the end of the game, he did look good. He was throwing touchdowns and things like that. But he was just rusty at the beginning of the game. He just didn't look like
I expected
things like that. But I think, honestly, if Jameis Winston played, they win that game. I'm not even joking. If Jameis Winston plays that game, they win that game, bro.
No, they don't.
He's left a lot of holes and a lot of things that you could have took advantage of that Drew Brees didn't take advantage of in the first half, where I feel like Jameis would have taken advantage. And I think that's the reason why they lost. The second half, they tried to come together, but it was too late.
Jameis would have took the risk. I don't know if it would have been successful and it would have took advantage. He would have took the risk.
He would have got the job done.
No, bro. I'm not arguing you on that. I told you.
He would have got the job done, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's why I feel like Drew Brees came back too early, because I feel like Jameis would have done a better job and he probably would have got y'all the dub. Drew Brees did all right, but nothing like that Jameis could have did. That's all I'm saying. You going up against Mahomes, bro.
You rather have Jameis Winston start over Drew Brees. That's what you're saying, right?
I'm talking about no. I'm not saying Jameis Winston is better than Drew Brees.
I'm not saying better.
You that game, let him get healthy. Let Drew Brees get healthy. Start Jameis.
He was already healthy. That's why they started him.
I don't think he was fully healthy. That nigga still hurt. He had a lot of shit hurt with him.
Bro, I'm telling you, this is an indictment against Jameis Winston. I said this like
COVID. That's the reason why he didn't play.
Who?
Jameis.
I don't care about that.
He had COVID. That was the reason why he didn't play, bro.
When Taysom Hill got the starting position when Drew Brees went out over Jameis Winston, that was already an indictment to your skills as a quarterback. I don't care what nobody says.
No, it wasn't. He was trying to prop up a white quarterback with that. That's all he was trying to do, bro. He always wanted to go with Taysom Hill in the first place, bro. He wanted to go with him last year. He just did it because he wasn't ready. He felt like Taysom Hill was ready this year, so he said, I'm going to rock with him. And he showed him that he can get a couple of games against a couple of sorry-ass teams. And that's what happened. That's why he wasn't going to start this week. I don't feel like
put Jameis in. Put Jameis in. Just do it. Just do it.
No,
I want y'all to
back. No, old boy back. You can't do it. You can't do it no more. But I'm saying before he left, bro, you had to. You had to.
If Drew Brees get hurt again,
if Drew Brees didn't play, that's what I'm saying, bro.
If Drew Brees gets hurt again, put Jameis Winston in. Just put him in. Cause I just want to see y'all face when y'all finally see what I.
And when he wins, what is your face gonna be? What is your hating ass face gonna be?
No, he's not gonna win. That's the thing.
Because you're already coming from a hating perspective, so I can't even take.
It's not a hating perspective. I've dealt with him with my team for years. He's trash. It's not good.
He didn't have eyes. I don't want to hear that shit.
All right.
He didn't have eyes, bro. He didn't have eyes. I don't want to hear that shit.
I just want y'all to see what I've been seeing. That's all.
I don't believe it. Let's move on to the next game, bro. Let's move on to the next game because I don't even want to talk about that game. It was a close game, but it didn't really feel close. It ended up being close, but it just didn't feel close.
I'm pissed off because when I picked the Jets to beat who that was, the Seahawks, I was on some crazy shit and it didn't happen. And it almost did, but it didn't. And then this one, I'm like, no, I'm not picking the Jets 2 times in a row, especially when the Rams have been playing better than the Seahawks. And then they actually beat the Rams. That shit pissed me off. I didn't even watch the game because I just knew the Rams weren't going to let me down. And yet they let everyone down.
Now, it's funny because it was halftime, right? It was halftime of the Rams game. And I'm like, it was 17-0, I want to say, at halftime. And I'm like, nobody's paying attention to this game.
Exactly.
Like, everybody thought that the Rams were going to eventually come back and get the lead. The fact that the Jets ended up pulling it out is the craziest part about it, bro. Because somebody from above, like I've always been saying this whole year, wanted them to lose every game. So the fact that he didn't get his wish on Sunday, bro, really blew me. But it ended up fucking them over, bro, because they're not going to get the number one pick
no more.
So what do you think they should do next?
You might as well trade that second pick if you want to, because at this point, you might as well just stay with Sam Darnold and just try to build him up at least 1 or 2 more seasons. Try to see what you can get out of Darnold and try to put pieces around him. So I feel like they should probably try and trade that number 2 pick for another player or something like that. Just try to make Darnold your foundation at this point, since you can't quote unquote tank for Lawrence. Just do what you can with the draft at this point and the trading.
I'm somebody who I still feel like Darnold needs a change of scenery. I don't think building with Darnold will be the move. I think he still needs a change of scenery to actually flourish. I think he's too tainted in New York right now, because even if he does show a little bit of improvement, Jets fans still going to be like, oh, we could have got Trevor, or oh, we could have done this, because he's still going to be compared to that, even though he's improving it game by game. He's still going to have that expectation. So I want him to find somewhere else. So now you have to pick between Fields and all the quarterbacks. This draft is just like, who are you really going with? Fields hasn't looked this good this season. He had a couple of bad games where he threw 3 picks. So it's just like, damn, like, are you forced to stick with Darnold?
If I had to choose between my option of what I just said of trading draft picks for players and stuff like that, if I had to choose between that and a possibility at Justin Fields, I'd probably go Justin Fields. But thinking from a Jet standpoint, I feel like the smart thing for them to do would be to just try and build around Darnold right now. The exciting thing to do would just get Justin Fields and do whatever you got to do to give Sam Darnold that change of scenery. But I feel like the best thing for the Jets organization to do is at least try for 1 or 2 more seasons with Sam Darnold.
Fields isn't a bad quarterback, so I would still rock with Fields. I would go with Fields. He's not on that Trevor Lawrence level, but he's still going to be a good quarterback in this league. So I will rock with Fields, but it's going to be a tough ass decision, bro. Because like I said, it's just my opinion. I feel like Darnold just needs a change of scenery, bro. He can't work there anymore. I don't think so. Let's move on to the next one, bro. Eagles versus Cardinals. Jalen Hurts.
Crazy.
He did it again. And I keep telling y'all this, bro. Because y'all, this is 2 or 3 weeks in a row where y'all opinions have changed week by week. The first week I said Jalen Hurts is the guy. What you said? Oh, no, Wentz untradeable. Oh, he can't get traded.
I didn't say he wasn't the guy. I just said Wentz was untradeable. That's all I said. I didn't say
he's going to be there next year.
Yeah, I said he was going to be there next year. That don't mean I didn't have faith in Jalen Hurts. I said Jalen Hurts was the future before all this even started happening. I did. You can go look at the tape.
Nah, bro. Last week when I was listening to you, bro, it sounded like you was rocking with Wentz, bro.
I wasn't rocking with Wentz. I was just telling you the way that how much money they put into him. He's untradeable. So it's kind of to a point where if you do trade him, you're gonna leave. You're basically gonna leave. You're gonna leave Jalen Hurts surrounded by more nothing than the nothing he already has. Almost. So I feel like you have to look at Jalen Hurts as your future, but you still have that roadblock of Carson Wentz to where it's like we can't get rid of him, so we might as well keep starting him based off of the fact we gave him all this damn money. That's what I was saying. I wasn't saying he's untradeable, like you can't get rid of him. He's that good. Like, no, I think Jalen Hurts is the better quarterback, and he's been playing like the better quarterback ever since he stepped on the field.
Do you truly believe that he's a better quarterback than Wentz?
As of right now, yes. You can't say he's not.
But I'm saying if Wentz goes somewhere else, who are you picking? Who's the better quarterback?
It depends on where it goes. If he goes to the Colts,
who are you picking?
Huh?
Talent-wise, who are you picking?
Talent-wise?
Mm-hmm. You gotta go Wentz, bro.
Nah.
Arm talent is just different, bro. I have to go Wentz.
Over the past season or two, talent-wise, I gotta go Jalen Hurts. I got to go Jalen Hurts. Right now, today, I gotta go Jalen Hurts. I got to.
I'm going Wentz, bro. I ain't gonna disrespect Wentz like you doing right now. Jalen Hurts is definitely playing better than him right now. But I can't forget what happened in the past or just last season when he was showing his ass and carrying that team to the playoffs. I just can't act like I forgot about that season. This season was terrible for sure.
It's just I'm taking all that into account. I truly believe that Jalen Hurts is better.
But Jalen Hurts is the guy for this team. Scotty, Derek, all y'all opinions done changed over the past 3 weeks too. Y'all was the same people saying, "Oh no, Wentz gonna stay. We can't trade Wentz." And here y'all go rocking out with Jalen Hurts.
Oh no, I think he's still gonna be there. I think he's just gonna be the backup. I don't think he already
said. Didn't he say it like on Sunday? He was like, "I'm not gonna be the backup quarterback for this team." Like,
no matter what he says,
it's not an option.
It don't matter what he says. He's under contract.
Man, he's already not liked.
He's gonna be whatever they want him to be.
If I'm a teammate, I don't want Carson Wentz on my team right now. You saying you don't want to be the backup, so you're not a team player. Just get your ass out of my locker room. You're not helping us no more. Are we playing better with Hurts?
It's all on the front office at this point. It's all on the front office.
I'm rocking out with Hurts, bro. Wentz where do you think his landing spots are though?
What we've been saying for a while now. Indianapolis.
The Colts is the best one to me.
Indianapolis. How big is Trubisky's contract? Is it a long term?
At the end of the season.
You can do the Bears. The Bears and the Colts.
San Francisco probably can trade for him if they trade Jimmy G.
I heard about who did I hear about going to San Francisco?
Matt Ryan.
No, it was somebody else recently that they just said. Damn, I can't think of it right now. It's off the tip of my tongue. But San Francisco will probably be good too.
The Colts is the best one because Frank Reich is there. That's who Carson Wentz had his best season with. So definitely pair him back with him, and that's the best option for Carson Wentz.
I feel like with the Bears, I don't know. Between the Colts and the Bears, I'll put them with the Colts. They got
the Bears will have to fire their coach because I don't see this dude Matt Nagy with too many quarterbacks and they both struggling in your offensive system. And I'm starting to think it's you more than it's them because the quarterbacks have talent, but both of them have looked putrid in your offensive system, bro. So I think it shows more about Matt Nagy than it is about those quarterbacks, though. So I would definitely try to ride out with the Colts. Next one is the Bengals versus Steelers, bro. Another one, another stinker, bro. And you can't deny it anymore, bro. I'm tired of your cap. You have to admit it, bro. They are pretenders. They are pretenders, and will lose in the first week. Admit it now. Admit it now, bro.
I admit they are pretenders, but I'm not gonna go as far as say they'll lose in the first week. I'm not gonna say that. They are pretenders.
Giving you any confidence that they're going to get past week one? If they're losing to the Bengals,
they can win at least one playoff game.
I'm not going to
disrespect them like that.
They can play the Ravens in week one. And the Ravens can run through them.
I ain't gonna say all that.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say all that.
The Ravens can run through them, bro.
But for real though, other than them, it was really just the Bills and who else I said. The Bills and
coaching other than that.
The Bills and the Ravens, not the Ravens, the Raiders, who are the biggest
going to make the playoffs
to the Chiefs. The Bills and the Raiders, who I felt would have been the biggest threats to the Chiefs if they got to the playoffs. But like you said, the Raiders ain't gonna get there. But the Bills probably are the biggest threat to the Chiefs at this point. The Steelers, not even the fourth threat at this point, the way they've been playing and the way they've just been on a slump. It's possible they could lose out the rest of this season because their last 2 games are against the Browns and the Colts.
Yeah, those are definitely
2 games that are very losable. So
those are definitely 2 L's.
Yeah, so
that's why the Browns finna get the division, bro. We was clowning the Browns at the beginning of the year.
I'm still clowning
about to win the AFC North.
Until the Browns really shake the playoffs up, they're still the Browns in my eyes. Granted, I'm proud.
You can't say that, bro.
Granted,
you can't say that, bro. You can't say that, bro. The way they playing, they not the same old Browns, bro. They not the same old Browns.
Show me you're not the same old Browns.
What will it take for you? What will it take
2 playoffs
to change your opinion?
2 playoff wins.
So AFC Championship?
Yeah. I'm not predicting they're going.
Even if they win 1 playoff game, it should change your whole opinion because it's like the Browns haven't been to the playoffs. It feels like forever.
Okay, I'll give them that.
Okay, yeah.
No more than 1. No, just 1 playoff win.
Yeah, one playoff win.
One playoff win. I ain't gonna jump on the bandwagon, but I'll lead them alone.
You're gonna become a fan.
No, I'm gonna lead them alone. I ain't gonna become a fan.
No, you're gonna become a fan.
I'll definitely leave them alone though,
bro. But how do you feel about this whole JuJu situation, bro? I know you've been hearing about him doing the TikTok dances and things like that, and it's really starting to become a big thing. I honestly think it's getting blown out of proportion. But people are really starting to hate on this dude for dancing on their logos and shit like that, and it's rumblings that this is causing extra motivation for the opposing teams. So how do you feel about his situation?
It's always going to cause motivation for the opposing teams because before they played the Bills, Josh Allen, he addressed it in the huddle before they took the field. He was like, hey, let them have all the dancing shit. We're going to put it to work. And then they went out there and what did they do? They whooped their ass. You know,
but they would have whooped their ass, period, is my point.
But I'm just saying that added fuel to their fire. So it's like, okay, we already know we're a good enough team to beat y'all, but y'all dancing on our logo at the same time. Okay, now we really finna do this now. Like it's not gonna be no friendly, fair matchup at this point. And I feel like adding fuel to other teams' fire, along with the fact that you're losing now, you just gotta stop dancing at this point. And we see this a lot with teams who have that undefeated streak for a while. The cockiness, it's just gonna come. Like that's something you can't tell players to not do. Like you can't.
When he was doing this, he has been doing this the whole season. It wasn't a problem. So when they start to lose, it's a problem now. Like, no, that's why that's the disconnect for me, bro. That's the disconnect.
I personally don't think it's a problem. Keep doing it. You've been doing it. You was doing it when you was winning.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he should stop.
That's how I personally look at it. But the media is gonna twist it, and I feel like they're gonna put it on Mike Tomlin at some point that you can't control your players and they still do all this TikToking and stuff, so their mind clearly isn't on football. I feel like that's the narrative that would have been painted. So I feel like that's why Mike Tomlin did what he had to do and pulled them to the side and said, hey, just cool down on all the dancing and stuff right now. I feel like that's really why Mike Tomlin said something.
I think Dominic Foxworth, I was watching you get up early today. He made a great point, bro. No NFL player comes into a game with 75% motivation. All players come into the game with 100% motivation. It's not like a player comes into the game with 75% motivation, but they see JuJu on the field dancing, and it's just like, oh, JuJu just gave me some extra motivation. Now I'm trying to kill the team. It's just like, bro, like what is JuJu dancing really doing, and how is it really affecting the other team?
But it's the same thing with. Remember when T.O. used to, after every time T.O. scored, what did he do? He would go to the middle of the field in the middle of the game. He would go to the middle of the field and slam the football down on the opposing team's logo. You just don't do that.
That wasn't every game.
It wasn't every game, but it was enough to where you had to point the shit out. Like, it wasn't every single game, but it's like, hey, he did it enough to where you had to be like, oh, is he going to do it this week type shit. So I feel like it's still kind of that type of situation. Like, that's just disrespect. Like, you don't dance on our logo and our home field and think we're not going to get some type of extra motivation out of that. We are 100% motivated to play. We ready to give y'all an L. But you do some shit like that, oh yeah, it's for real now.
It's not a problem, bro. He should continue to do it. Because if they start to win again, it's not going to be a problem. It's only becoming a problem when they start to lose.
It's only a problem when you lose. No one says anything when you're winning. When you're winning, you get to do all you want. But as soon as you start losing, they're like, yeah, you got to cut that out. You can't keep doing that no more.
And he's a lot of kids like favorite players too, like because of the TikTok shit. Exactly. So this is my brand at this point. So you affected my brand because you want me to stop dancing when it's not affecting anything. You just think the optics don't look good. That's it. But it's really not affecting anything. The team is just playing terrible. It ain't got nothing to do with me.
Well, I ain't gonna say that now because JuJu Smith-Schuster's numbers have not been coinciding with the dancing either. So that might be a problem too. Your numbers don't.
Like I said, this has been a problem the whole season. His numbers have been like this the whole season.
I know, but it's just that on top of the fact that y'all losing now. So that's probably another thing that a lot of people are pointing out. But I agree. Keep doing it. Keep dancing. Your numbers been like this all season. You're doing it when you win. You're doing it.
Tomlin already said he's gonna stop though.
Yeah. He when he talked to him and put him to the side, I believe he was gonna stop at that moment.
That boy said it's like Bogey coming to Lakewood screaming Bogey in our gym.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's literally like that. It's like we know we
happen,
but
I mean it is, but we already motivated because it's a rivalry game. So what is you screaming going to affect with us? You screaming Bogey, how is that going to affect us?
Because it's like y'all really
because we're already motivated. We're already motivated.
Okay, that's gonna add. We're 100%. That's gonna give us 110%. That's gonna get that extra ceiling burst. At that point, it's like okay, now we really gotta bust y'all ass. We was already finna beat y'all, but now we're finna beat y'all ass and have fun with it at the same time.
Mm-hmm. We'll see, bro. We'll see. It's only a problem, but the hate though. That's the only thing I see. But all right, bro, let's move on to 2 Wild Wednesday.
Yes, sir. Favorite part.
All right, bro, let's dive into it. What we got for today? How much we had? We had like 10 of them. 10?
Yeah. You did 5, I did 5, and then you had some other polls too.
All right, bro. Let's start off with the first one. The first one is what we already talked about. The Jets will stick with Darnold and trade the number 2 pick. Too wild or not too wild?
Not too wild. Like I said before, I feel like they're just going to stick with Darnold, use those picks to get valuable pieces around Darnold and see for the next 1 or 2 seasons if this can work. If not, you got to go with your next top draft pick at that point.
I think they're going to stick at number 2 and draft Fields and trade Darnold. I think how Darnold has been playing, obviously we know his situation. I think he can still get you a first or second round pick just off potential alone. So I think you could still get a haul back for Darnold. So I would just still pick Fields though, just for a change of scenery and a change of quarterback. The next one, Jalen Hurts.
What was the percentage on that one?
That was 69%, not too wild. This one had 100 votes too. Next one, Jalen Hurts is better than Tua right now. Too wild or not too wild?
What did I say for that? I said not too wild, just off of the fact that we didn't expect this from Jalen Hurts, and we kind of expect Tua to be what he is right now. So I feel the unpredictability of Jalen Hurts giving us all this excitement in a situation where he shouldn't even really be thriving right now. I feel like that just makes me give the nudge because for the past season or two now, we kind of seen Miami building up to be ready for when Tua got there. So that's my take on it. I feel like Jalen Hurts is slightly above Tua right now. Talent-wise, I think Tua is the better quarterback, but I feel Jalen Hurts is playing better right now.
And I feel like they're in 2 different systems. I feel like Jalen Hurts is more of like a do-it-all type of quarterback, where Tua is more of a game manager, don't mess up the game, and you depend on your defense type of quarterback. That's what he really is right now. He had expectations of being like a Pro Bowl talent right out the gate. We expected Justin Herbert type numbers from Tua out the gate, Pro Bowl numbers, but he's only giving us game manager. So when you see Jalen Hurts putting up gaudy numbers and he's carrying a team that wasn't looking good in the first half of the season, you have to say Jalen Hurts right now, bro. You have to say Jalen Hurts. So definitely not too wild. This is another one, 108 votes, and that was 67%. Next one, Devin White and Levante David were the biggest Pro Bowl snubs. Too wild or not too wild?
Not too wild.
Take your bias out of it. Take your bias out of it, bro.
This is the second year Devin White has been snubbed out of this shit, bro. Like, how, bro? You're one of the top line. You're one of the reasons why most people don't like running the ball on us. Like, this is crazy. the amount of tackles you have, the amount of sacks you have, your defensive presence for people to not even run on your side of the field. It's crazy to me how you get snubbed for that 2 years in a row. And Levante David, okay, if you want to throw age in there, Levante David is probably not the best pick to put in there, but still his numbers speak for themselves. So Levante David, I probably wouldn't argue as much. Even though I rock with Levante David a lot, I still think he's a great defensive piece. But Devin White for sure, like he's in his prime right now, and he's putting up the numbers worthy of being in the Pro Bowl. So being snubbed twice is just that's so disrespectful to me.
Devin White should be on the All-Pro team is what's so funny about it.
Exactly.
He should be an All-Pro, and the fact that he didn't get Pro Bowl, is he not the best linebacker in the league right now?
Low key, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
That didn't make sense to me. That's why last year he led the league in sacks, if I'm not mistaken. And it was a lot of people telling me, bro, like still it don't matter. You just not the best. How do you lead the league in a defensive category and you don't make the Pro Bowl? Like that does not make sense to me. You're a leader in sacks in the NFL and you didn't make the Pro Bowl. Like how the hell does that make sense? So this year on top of that, man, it just pissed me off.
So they had Bobby Wagner and Fred Warner over Levante David and Devin White.
Nah, bro. I got
Bobby Wagner. I feel like this is a popularity test.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I would really have to look at all the stats right now because it has to be a clear advantage if you just throw both of them in there.
Because Bobby Wagner, you know what you get from Bobby Wagner every year. Like he's the top linebacker in the league.
Is it just the fact you know what you're gonna get, or is it like real deal looking at the numbers saying, okay, he's clearly the better option? Like, so I would have to go back and look at the numbers, but
I feel like they should just change all the pro voting in general because aren't they still just doing strictly fans?
I think so.
I think fans are still the only people voting. I think they should change to what the NBA is doing, where you got the fans. You got the media and you got the coaches. Everybody is chipping in. That's what they should end up going to because I think this is a popularity contest. A lot of people are really in because they're in there every year. Consistent names.
Exactly.
The Fletcher Coxes, the Cameron Jordans. Like it's no new faces. It's everybody who's always in there. So I would like to see some type of change with the Pro Bowl voting, and we will probably get some more names. And Devin White would definitely be in there if we change the system. Would definitely be in there. And that was 65%, not too wild. I say not too wild to that either. Other people had said JC Jackson from the Patriots. He got 10 picks right now. So he's definitely a huge nub from the team. Another reason like that we should change Pro Bowl voting. Like he should definitely be in. Like he's leading the league in interception and you're not in the Pro Bowl. Like, come on, bro.
Double-digit interceptions in a season. Crazy. Yeah.
I think they said only 5 people for the Patriots even have double-digit interceptions in their franchise history.
That's what I'm saying.
And we know how deep their history is. And he's one part of that, and he doesn't get a Pro Bowl.
Exactly.
That's crazy, bro.
Now watch. Devin White probably not going to get a Pro Bowl vote till he's like in year 7 or 8 or some shit like that. Like when he's years and years in and improved himself, quote unquote, to be in the Pro Bowl. Now, while he's young, while he's fresh and showing up, people like Bobby Wagner and all that. Nah, they're like, we don't know your name. You with the Bucks. It's not gonna happen. I feel like that's.
I think at the beginning of the season, he was really on an All-Pro track. But when y'all defense started to slip, that's when people were like, "Oh, no." I think they stopped paying attention to him after y'all defense started to slip and started to give up points. I think people started to slip off Devin White, bro, and that's probably why he didn't get in there. But like I said, it's still a popularity contest at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Next one. The Rams are Super Bowl pretenders. Too wild or not too wild?
I don't think so. They did have the worst loss of the season by losing to the Jets.
You can't lose to the Jets and not be Super Bowl pretenders.
Yeah.
No. This should have been 100%.
No. 100%. They're not Super Bowl pretenders. In my opinion, they are still one of the top 3 teams in the NFC to get to the Super Bowl at this point. But they had a terrible week. Like I said a few weeks, what team did I say this for a few weeks ago? Oh, I said it for the Bucks when we lost to the Bears, a game that you just got to throw the tape away and burn it. That's what that was for the Rams. Just throw that game away, burn the tape, move on to the next week. Don't even watch film on that game.
Not too wild, bro. That was ugly, bro. They put that pressure on Jared Goff, but you need to put on him, and he folded like he.
It was ugly, but I don't think they're pretenders now. All of a sudden, no, I ain't.
Wow. So who you got above them
in the NFC?
Yeah,
Packers.
That's it?
Yeah, Packers, Rams, and Bucks. I said they're a top 3 team in the NFC.
You can't lose to the Jets and still be a top 3 team.
I got the Bucks in my top 3 in the NFC because I got the Bucks going to the Super Bowl still. So
you don't know what Bucks team is going to show up though.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
it's going to be the good Bucks like we seen in the second half, or it's going to be the Bucks that we seen in the first half. Like we really don't know.
You never know.
I don't know where to slot the Bucks when we get the rankings of the week. I don't know where to put them. And that's why I don't. We're moving on. Trubisky will be the starter for the Bears next season. Too wild or not too wild?
This is a hard one for me. What did I say on this one? I think I said not too wild, just because we always talk about how Nick Foles has that uncertainty every time he gets in. He has that streak where it's like, oh shit, Nick Foles is back, and then it's like, okay, you're just like every other average quarterback.
He is a free agent after the season, bro. So he can leave. They can say, nah, you cool. And they can move on for real. This can be his last year being a starter for the Bears, bro.
That was another reason for me why it was hard. It's like you can leave. So where would he go though? Where would Mr. Trubisky go? I have no idea.
Wherever he go, he's probably going to be a backup. Definitely going to be a backup.
That's what I'm saying. Like, where would you go where you can actually be a starter automatically?
And for the Bears, what would you do next? Like, are you drafting somebody? Are you drafting? Because they're going to have a middle of the road pick. I think they're 7-7 right now. Yeah. So are you good enough to pick a good quarterback? Like, are you going to get a veteran quarterback? But when you picked up a veteran quarterback, it was Nick Foles, and we seen what he was. Yeah. So where do y'all go from here? I don't know where the Bears go from here, bro. I'll put too wild. I don't think he will be back. But it's just like, I honestly don't know where the Bears go from here.
I think he would go back just for the simple fact, like, what contending team needs him at this point? And even if you don't look at contending teams, what non-contending teams could you see him being the change piece for? And I don't see any.
Nah. Like I said, he's going to be on the bench wherever he goes next. He's going to be on the bench where he belongs.
That's why I would stay. I would stay in Chicago. This is the one place I know for sure right now. I know.
Is he for sure going to be the starter next year?
I'm pretty sure Trubisky will start. It'll probably come down to off-season, like camp practices and stuff, and who they feel is showing up the best at practice.
Trubisky is playing better in these last few games. I think they won the past 2 games since he's been the starter. And I honestly think he's 4-1 on the season or 5-1 on the season. Some crazy shit like that. I keep seeing stats like that. Like he's 5-1. And when they were with Nick Foles, they were like 1-5 or some shit. So he's really been the better quarterback for this team. And they only like a game out of the playoff spot.
Yeah.
I can't believe this shit. Like Chicago is another team where it's like, what the hell is going on over there? Like, I don't know what's going on. Like they're a weird team, bro. They're a weird team over there. But that was 66% not too wild for that one. Next one, the Browns will win the AFC North. Too wild or not too wild?
Not too wild. Like I just said, they got to play the Steelers, and the Steelers also have to play the Colts. So the Steelers have a probability to lose out the rest of the season, and the Browns have a chance to win out the rest of the season. So it's probably going to come down to their last game against each other.
They play in week 17. Oh, not too wild though. Not too wild. They definitely win this division. How the Browns, not the Browns, but how the Steelers are playing right now? Should they even want to make the playoffs? Should they even want to make the playoffs, bro? I don't think they should even want to make the playoffs how they playing right now. You losing to the Bengals? No Joe Burrow?
I don't know what to say. I don't know.
Want to make the playoffs after losing to the Bengals, bro.
I can't excuse it. I've been giving them excuses the past 2 weeks now. I can't excuse it. I can't.
That's honestly worse to me than losing to the Jets.
Oh, no.
The Jets are somebody who could have won games this year, but somebody from above said, no, you can't win games. We can't win games.
No, I'm not going to say
that. The Jets could have easily won 5 games this season.
Not going to say that.
But the Bengals, without Joe Burrow, they should not win any games. And he's the only reason they got 2 games.
Boy.
So it's just like, bro. Yeah, it's pitiful. That was a pitiful L, bro.
If was a fifth, you'd be drunk right now, boy.
Did I say if that many times? I don't remember saying if that many times. I was just stating facts, bro. I don't remember saying if that many times. If I did, I just stated facts. I don't give a fuck, bro. And that was 63%. Not too wild. The next one, a good one. Kyle Trask still deserves the Heisman Award. Too wild or not too wild?
Not too wild. This man has set SEC history multiple times this season. Multiple times. He's had a bet. And let's keep in mind, we got 3 losses on the season? Well, 2 plus the SEC championship. So 3 losses. And keep in mind, Tim Tebow won the Heisman when they had 3 losses. Lamar Jackson playing with trash-ass Louisville. They had 3 losses, and he won the Heisman. So why all of a sudden with Kyle Trask does the game against LSU and the overall team having 3 losses, why does that put him out of Heisman contention? I don't see what the difference is, especially when his season is way better than Lamar's and Tebow.
Whoa, calm yourself. Yeah.
Statistically, look at the stats.
This season wasn't better than Lamar Jackson now.
Look at the stats.
First of all, I remember Lamar Jackson playing in huge games and winning those huge games. The reason Trask will not win this Heisman is because he did not win the big games, bro. He lost to Texas A&M, who was ranked. He lost to Alabama, who was ranked. And he lost to trash-ass LSU, bro. You can't lose to those teams, bro, and say, oh, he's the Heisman. Your stats can be great, but you lost to 3 teams, bro, and you didn't win any big games.
His stats aren't just great. They are legendary. He broke Joe
Burrow's record.
He broke Joe Burrow's record from last season.
Bro, you got to understand. It has been quarterbacks from playing at Hawaii that's put up great stats, but they ain't play nobody and they ain't beat nobody.
Legendary. You're in the record book.
Those quarterbacks at Hawaii back in the day was putting up legendary numbers, but you didn't see them in winning the Heisman, bro, because they didn't beat nobody, and Trask did not beat anybody, bro.
Trask is the most valuable player in this Heisman race.
No, he's not.
Jones,
no, he's not, bro.
Jones had Smith and Harris. You got an all-time running back and an all-time wide receiver.
And what's they didn't have Pitts and Tony?
You got Pitts.
Didn't have Pitts and Tony? Come on, bro.
They're not both in the Heisman race with you.
The whole season?
They're not both in the Heisman race with you.
It don't matter. It don't matter, bro. Your talent around you.
I feel like if Kyle Trask go down, Gators are just completely out of luck. If Matt Jones goes down, it's like, hey, Alabama can still be a top 3 team in the nation. Like, it's not the same situation, bro. It's not.
But like I said, bro, that shit don't even matter because Alabama is 11-0 and has beat key teams this whole season and has dominated the whole season, while Florida has lost 2 key games and lost to trash-ass LSU.
Most of that is because of our defense, though.
It doesn't matter, bro. Those losses are those losses, bro. And you can't just say it's that defense. It's the offense, too. You lost to LSU, 3-5 LSU.
That's the only bad game you can point out for. That's the only bad game you could point out for Kyle Trask and say you played terrible. That's it.
That's key. When the other teams don't have any key losses or any disappointing losses like that. That's key. If Trask didn't lose to LSU,
that's crazy.
I agree with you. So I'll say that. If Trask didn't lose to LSU, I would agree with you. Because I believe that he is more impactful than Mac Jones. But that key game to LSU and the fact that he didn't beat anybody is what's going to bite him in the ass in this Heisman race. And why somebody from Alabama will end up winning it. That's the reason.
The Texas A&M game, I give you that because even though he didn't play bad, they still lost. So, quote unquote, you couldn't get your team to win.
Trask didn't play good in the LSU game. He threw 3 picks.
I understand that.
So is that the defense fault for him throwing 3 picks?
I understand that. That's why I said the LSU game is the only game you could point at for Trask and say you are a big reason why we lost that game. But every other game, it's like everybody else but Trask is the reason we either lost or just didn't play well. But so I can't deal with that, bro. No,
that's the point. That's the point, bro.
He still should at least be in the race. It's the fact that they've completely just threw him out of the race at this point.
No, he should definitely still be in the race, but he's definitely not winning it. He's not winning it, though.
I just feel it's disrespectful they threw him out of the race, and I feel like it's disrespectful he's not going to win it.
Like I said, bro, I compare what he's doing, bro, to the Hawaii quarterbacks, bro, when they had Colt, Brennan, and all them boys, and they was throwing 50 touchdowns a year. Them boys was getting loose, and that's the same thing Trask was doing. Trask was getting loose, And I see you try to compare him to Burrow today, and that wasn't a good comparison because Burrow won all of his big games. And if Trask would have did that, he would have been the Heisman.
You had the best defense. You had the best defense along with the best offense in the league. You overall had the best team in the entire nation. Like, you could put Kyle Trask in that situation, and it'll still be the same thing. Could you put Joe Burrow?
He's not in that situation, bro. We can't say if, bro. He's not in that situation, so we just have to take it as what it is. He's not in that situation. We understand his defense isn't the best, but you lost 3 games. And the biggest loss of the season, we can blame you. You're a part of the biggest loss of the season and the most disappointing loss. So we have to look at you, and you didn't overcome. What you always say this too. If you're a great quarterback, you have to overcome. You have to overcome. You always speak about that. So he didn't overcome in those big games and get you the W's. And that's key. And those losses that he took, and the fact that he took them at the end of the season, that matters. When you lose matters, in my opinion. When you lose matters.
When you lose does matter. It's just, I feel like the records should speak for themselves. Like, this is probably one of the most historic SEC quarterback seasons we will ever see, and you don't get a Heisman Award. Like, that's crazy to me.
He was the Heisman till he didn't win the big games. He was the Heisman, bro. It was his Heisman to lose, and he lost it.
I still feel like they were still leaning towards Mac Jones even before that LSU game. I feel like the big media platforms were still leaning towards Mac Jones, even though you got 2 teammates running next to you in the Heisman race. They still were looking at Mac Jones like, yeah, he's still the favorite, even though Kyle Trask is doing unbelievable shit. It's like, nah, Mac Jones is still.
I think this is a weird year for the Heisman because you are at the beginning of the season, you had Fields who was in the Heisman race, but he only played 6 games. You had Lawrence, he missed a couple of games. So it's like, who really was in the Heisman contention, really? And it was really just Trask and Jones for most of the season.
And they low-key just threw Trevor Lawrence in out of nowhere. Like, they literally.
And that's what I'm saying. Trevor Lawrence shouldn't even be in it because he missed a couple of games. So he shouldn't even be in it.
It was literally when they took Kyle Trask out of it. When they took Kyle Trask out, they were like, we got to have another quarterback in. We got to. And they just threw Trevor Lawrence in there when he got back.
When Trask started to lose it, because it was really between Jones and Trask the whole season. But when Trask lost to LSU, that's when Devontae Smith really started to get attention. And that's when all the Alabama people started to get in. Because last week it was Devontae Smith. And then this week, that's when Najee Harris started getting to the Heisman conversation.
I would give it to Devontae Smith.
I would give it to Devontae Smith.
If it wasn't for, if Kyle Trask was still like one of the head people in the race, I would want Trask to get it. But now that he's not, Devontae Smith is my pick for the Heisman.
For sure. Because I agree with what you said, that Trask was the most impactful. If Trask goes down, your ass out, because I think it's more because of the backup than the actual talent that you have in place. Like if with Emory Jones, that's a totally different style of quarterback. Like with Alabama, I feel like you have somebody more capable and somebody who can really replace a Mac Jones. Because but Devontae Smith been going crazy.
We know Nick Saban to always have a plan B, C, and D lined up. Mm-hmm. Like we know for a fact he's gonna have his starting quarterback who is just undeniably talented, or just great with the weapons around him. I ain't gonna say undeniable, but his plan B and C are gonna be good game managers and good enough to get you the W with the pieces you have around you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I would say Devontae Smith, dude, going crazy, getting about 15 catches a game. Exactly. Mac Jones is only throwing to this dude, feel like, so he should get it. He should definitely get it, and he will be the first wide receiver in history of the Heisman to get it too. And this, like I said, this is the type of season where I
don't think in history. I think it's just there's been one or two wide receivers.
Nah, he will be the first one.
He gonna be the first one?
He will be the first one, bro.
You sure? I think it's been one or maybe two wide receivers who got it before.
Tim Brown got it.
That's what I'm saying. It had to be at least one or two players. It's just been at least 20, almost 30 years since a wide.
And it's funny because Tim Brown won it when the Heisman crop wasn't that good.
Yeah.
And this is another year where the Heisman crop isn't that good, so the wide receivers float to the top. And that's usually how it goes when wide receivers win. And Desmond Howard also won as a wide receiver.
I know it was like two people before now that was at least in conversation for it, at least.
Yeah. So those are the two. All right, bro. Let's move on to the next one. Paul George will average more points than Kawhi Leonard this season?
Not too wild. I said that based off of the game that we seen last night against the Lakers. I feel like I'm still calling
regular season P.
I'm still calling him Paul. He's not getting no regular season nickname, no playoff nickname. He's Paul right now. Still.
They was calling that man George Paul yesterday. That shit was killing me, bro.
I'm calling that man Paul right now. But he did great. 33 points. It was a very good game. I predicted the Clippers to win the game anyway. It was way closer than I thought it was gonna be, but I feel like the system that they're doing now, they're doing a lot of triangle, which is what Kawhi Leonard low-key been asking for anyway. But even with it going in Kawhi's favor of the system that they're doing, I feel like the pressure that Paul George has on him now compared to last season is like they're expecting, especially with this big-ass contract you just signed, they're expecting you to have little to no errors. You have no excuse this year. So I feel like that on his
Are you
back.
talking about from the actual Clippers organization or from everybody else?
Everybody else.
I don't think that everybody else has that same expectation from Paul George, bro.
What, to perform at a high level?
Yeah, and the playoffs.
In the playoffs, you have no. You signed this big ass contract, like we
But
know.
are you talking about? Are you coming from the Clippers organization perspective, or are you coming from everybody else, the media and the fans, or us who are watching?
I feel like both. I feel like we as fans expect Paul George to play. You don't have any injury problems, so it's not that. Like, you literally just have not been playing up to par to the Paul George we have grown to love and adore. You know what I'm saying? We know you as the Paul. As soon as we seen the Paul George in Indiana versus the Miami Heat days, that's your level that we expect you to play at if you're not injured. And he has not had any injuries to give us any reason to question that capability. So signing this big contract and being beside Kawhi Leonard on a great team like the Clippers, you have no excuse to not play at that PG-13 level.
Kawhi finna be out next year if them boys don't do shit, boy. Kawhi finna be out next year. Yeah, Paul George, you signed that big ass contract, but you're gonna be here by your damn self. For real.
And Kawhi even said, didn't he give like a hint that he not coming back if they don't do shit this year? He damn near said that too.
I mean, he don't even got to give a hint. That's common sense. For real.
He came out and said it though. That's shit that blew me.
Yeah. We'll see, but that's definitely too wild. Kawhi definitely going to end up averaging more.
What was the
because he's the focal point of the offense, especially what you just said. They talked about it last night on the broadcast, the triangle shit. Like, Jordan was the main component of the triangle. Kobe was the main component of the triangle, all leading scorers. So Kawhi is just going to fall right in line with all of those. So he's definitely going to end up being the leading scorer. And that was 55%, not too wild. The next one. The Brooklyn Nets will keep Karis LeVert and Spencer Dinwiddie after the trade deadline. Too wild or not too wild?
Not too wild. I feel like Karis LeVert isn't going anywhere. I feel like Spencer Dinwiddie isn't going anywhere. The Nets will find a way to keep both of them and make this work. I know you've been saying for a long time now.
Disrespect my nigga though.
Who?
Karis LeVert. The fact that he was coming off the bench last night upset me. That definitely hit. I understand why he did it. I do understand why he did it, but it was just like, damn, he's gonna get traded. Karis LeVert's gonna be the nigga to fuck up this locker room, bro.
I feel like he's perfect. I feel like he's perfect in the position that he's in right now. You can be the leader of that second unit. Like, you can when
it don't matter what y'all want me to be. It's what I want my potential to be. Do I want to be a 6th man of the year, or do I want to be an all-star on another team? The team might be trash, but I'm an all-star. It depends. It just depends on what his goals are.
You're
bro.
on
He's a young player in the league.
You're on a championship caliber team right now. Why leave it? Just for your own
stats.
But you're gonna if you got a chance to get a ring, that can be just as valuable as your stats. Especially if you
about the ring, bro. I think we're starting to overvalue rings, bro. We're starting to overvalue rings.
No, we're not.
Everybody does not care about a ring, especially in your early years. Everybody does not care about a ring.
If you can get 18 to 20 or 22 points coming off the bench and be that 6th man of the year on a championship team, you can still go anywhere in the league and become a starter if you want to. We know Lou Will can be a starter on almost any other team if he wants.
He likes his role, though, and we know he likes his role. We don't know if Karis likes his role.
I'm assuming he does. I feel like he should like his role. You should like your role. You got 20 points last night, and y'all got the dub. Y'all blew the Warriors out.
but I'm not going to be an all-star.
And KD and Kyrie still 8, and y'all look great. So I don't see the reason to leave. I really don't.
But I'm not going to be an all-star.
Okay, not now.
And I'm not going to get my extra money for being an all-star.
You'll be.
And I'm not going to reach my full potential with this team.
You'll be nominated for 6th man of the year, and we definitely know your potential. Like we know you are a stud. Same thing with
do I know my full potential if I'm being the 6th man?
If you're the leader of the second unit and you're snapping every time you're the main person on the floor, then yes. Because when you touch the floor, KD and Kyrie are both out 9 times out of 10. So you get to eat all of those minutes.
He is going to get to eat, bro, but I don't like the role. I don't like it for him because I don't think we will see his full potential.
I feel like that's
being the 6th man,
bro. I feel like that's his best situation.
And that's why I'm saying everybody doesn't care about a ring. I think we just got so caught up in rings because the top niggas care about the rings. Karis LeVert isn't a top nigga right now. So he's just worried about getting these stats, my boy, getting these all-star game appearances.
Will he be, though?
If he goes somewhere?
The same way you saying, will he not reach his full potential being a 6th man here? Will he not reach his potential being the head dude somewhere else? We don't know. Well, I feel like right now, just do what you're already good at doing, being that 6th man, being that leader of the second unit.
I'm good. I'd rather get these all-star appearances, my boy. And it don't matter if I'm on the trash team as long as I'm getting my stats. I'll worry about a championship when I'm 35. Yeah.
That's terrible. That's a terrible mindset.
That would honestly be my mindset if I'm in the league. Fuck a championship. I'm trying to get these stats. My boy. Because, bro, we've already seen it. It's only 4 main people that's going to win championships in this league, bro. It's going to be Kawhi, LeBron, Steph, KD. Those 4 niggas, bro. Everybody else, if you ain't on their team, you ain't winning shit. And I don't even know if I should put KD in there. Really, 3 niggas.
No, you could definitely put KD on there. He on the East.
KD now. Only one with Steph. So
he's in the East. KD in there? He's in the East now, so he's still in the conversation.
I have to send him win a championship by himself. So those.
I agree. I'm just saying he's in the East, so he's.
Oh yeah, I agree. If he wins this year, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He's able to.
But right now, in the past, it has been Kawhi team, a LeBron team, or a Steph team. That's really taking over the league. If you're not on those teams, you're not winning the championship anyway. Get your stats, get your numbers, get your all-star appearances. I ain't worried about no rings if I'm a player, bro. I'm telling you. That's overvalued, bro, if you're a young dude.
Nah, I can't say that.
So what that was. Too wild. I think my boy LeVert gonna get up out of there. He gonna cause a stir.
What was the vote on that?
57%, not too wild. But he did look good last night, though. Iowa is currently the best team in college basketball. Ew. No. I don't even want to say this. Too wild for sure. This is not too wild. It's crazy.
I think it's not too wild. They lead the league in scoring right now, and they either lead the league or second in the league in assists. So I feel like offensively they are just as dominant, possibly a little bit more dominant than Gonzaga if you really look at it. And they got the best. They got Luka right now. They just played
Gonzaga and got their ass smashed.
I still feel like they still the team. Gonzaga won, but I still feel
Gonzaga smashed them.
I feel like
Gonzaga's the best team.
I feel like Iowa is still the better team. Plus, they got the best player in the league right now. In my opinion.
They do have the best player. Player.
So I feel like it's not too crazy to say that.
They do have the best player, but the best team, bro. Go check out my top 15 players in college basketball video. I had 3 Gonzaga players in my top 15.
Right.
Jalen Suggs. They saying he the best freshman in the country. I don't agree, but that's what people are saying right now. You got Drew Timmy, huge.
I rock with Timmy.
And then you got Corey Kispert, all in my top 15 best college basketball players. Those dudes are studs, and they're all on one team. That's the number 1 team in the nation. And I think I already said this before. They're not losing.
Yeah,
they're not losing the championship, bro. And you got Andrew Nembhard, who we're not even talking about.
Oh, I forgot about
who's a fucking stud.
Yeah, we
got a couple other pieces that are good, but just get overshadowed by the first 3 I just named. Right, their team is stacked. Their team is stacked, bro. So that was 75%, not too wild, and I couldn't be any more.
How many votes was on that one?
It was only 8 though.
Oh.
And the next one, James Wiseman will be an all-star as a rookie. Too wild or not too wild?
Not too wild. The way he played, even though the Warriors lost, the way he played and complimented Steph Curry's game, I feel like he's going to be a great big in this league. I feel like this year he's going to put up great numbers just like he did last night. So I don't think it's too crazy to say. I think the last rookie to make the All-Star team was Blake Griffin, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think Blake, and that was like what? It's 2020. That was like 6-7 years ago. No.
10, 11.
No, yeah, 10. I'm tripping. I'm thinking of what's called. I don't know why I said 2013.
But that's too wild, though. That's too wild. I think it's other big men in the league that will overshadow James Wiseman, especially in the West. I think the West will overshadow him. You still got Cat. You still got Jokic. You got Gobert. Like, that's 3 centers I just named. And I'm blanking on some other ones. So they're gonna be over Wiseman, in my opinion, for that position. So that's a too wild, and that was 63% too wild. And that is everything for Too Wild Wednesday. Let's dive into the rankings of the week. Who you got?
Chiefs at number 1. I got Bills number 2. Number 3, I got the Packers. 4. I put the Browns at number 4.
Wow.
And then 5. I'm being biased. I'm putting the Bucks at 5. I don't give a damn.
I can't even put the Bucks at. You don't know what team gonna show up, bro. That's the crazy thing with the Bucks, bro. Because they're gonna go back to looking like they looked in the first half next game. It's like, my nigga, what's really good with y'all team, bro?
This week, I'm being biased with my Bucks pick. So Chiefs, Bills, Packers, Browns, and Bucks. That's my rankings.
Man, oh man. The Colts are sliding under the radar. They're 10-4 right now. I'm looking at the shit. They're 10-4 right now, sliding. But I got the Chiefs, Packers. The Bills are still looking great, man. Bills are looking great right now. Titans. You already know I like the Titans the whole season. And who else, bro? Would I put the Browns there?
I got the Browns in mind.
I think the Browns would be up there, bro. I think Browns are 5 right now. Browns 5.
This is as close as you're gonna get me to being a fan. So
I mean, you showing love right now. So are you really faking it? All right, bro. Let's move on to the picks of the week. All right, bro. First game of the week is the Vikings versus the Saints, bro. Who you got?
Ooh, it's a game the Saints should win, but I'm gonna go with the upset. I'm going with the Vikings.
And this is a Christmas Day game too. You said upset?
I'm going with the Vikings.
I got the Saints. Bucks versus Lions.
Bucks.
Bucks, yeah. 49ers versus Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Dolphins versus Raiders.
Dolphins.
Derek Carr hurt last game.
Yeah.
Crucial L for the Raiders last game. Bears versus Jags. What if the Jags fucking win
this game? That's what I'm saying, dog.
This shit would be hilarious if the Jags win this game, bro.
That's what I'm like, bro.
They really wanted Fields this whole time, and they like, nah, we gonna win this game. Beat these niggas' asses. That would be hilarious, bro.
You said the Jags and who?
And the Bears.
Shit. Just did it last week. I'm going with the Jags this week. I'm
telling you, bro, I would not be surprised if them niggas win and we really wanted Fields this whole time.
I'm going with the Jags.
I got the Bears, but that shit would be fucking hilarious. Bengals versus Texans.
Bengals.
Definitely. Ooh, no. Texans. Browns versus Jets. Oh, Deshaun made the Pro Bowl too. Shout out to my man Deshaun. At least he got show love throughout this terrible season.
Yeah.
Browns versus Jets.
Browns.
Colts versus
Steelers.
Colts. Falcons versus Chiefs.
Chiefs. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
The Falcons, bro. I almost picked the Falcons last week, and they made me look so good in the beginning of the game.
Hey,
just to blow it.
Hey, when Tom Brady do this?
Just to blow it.
When Tom Brady do this? just get ready to take the L, dog.
Yeah. It ain't because he did that. It's because he played the Falcons, man. He played against everybody else. He's losing that game.
When he said that little prayer, yeah, it's about that time.
I got the Chiefs, though. I got the Chiefs. Giants versus Ravens.
This is low-key a hard one.
The Ravens. I got the Ravens.
Because this shouldn't be a good game, but this is probably going to be a good game.
I don't think Daniel Jones is playing. I think he's the
Exactly.
reason they lost.
That's what I'm saying. It's still probably going to be a good game. That's the sad part. I'm going to go with the Ravens, though.
Broncos versus Chargers.
Chargers.
These are the ones the Chargers fold on. I got the Broncos. Panthers versus Washington.
Washington.
Whoa. We didn't even talk about Washington. What happened with Haskins and that nigga?
Oh,
he
yeah.
got some strippers. He had got some type of strippers or something and didn't wear a mask or some shit. I heard.
Just out doing something without a mask that he ain't supposed to be doing.
And they said this was after the game. So this nigga lost the game. And he was like, bro, I gotta get turned up. Like, I gotta get happy. Like, I've been sad this whole day. This nigga said, I'm gonna get some strippers, no mask on. Nah, this nigga.
That was a terrible decision. No excuse for that. You putting yourself in danger and you putting your team in danger on the field and off the field. So that was just a terrible mistake by a quarterback.
And it's crazy because they say he might not be able to play, but I don't think Alex Smith is ready to play.
No, I think they said Alex Smith is cleared to be the starter if he needs to be. So
yeah, that's a tough one. I got Washington, bro, because of their defense, their offense. Eagles versus Cowboys.
Eagles.
Eagles. Rams versus Seahawks.
Rams.
Seahawks. Titans versus Packers.
Ooh, that must be
football.
That must be Sunday night football.
Yeah.
Damn, that's gonna be good. I'm gonna go with the Packers though.
The Titans finna run it down their throat, and y'all see my boy Teddy. Teddy had 5 touchdowns this weekend. I just wanted y'all to know that. Bills versus Patriots.
Bills.
I'm tired of picking the Patriots. I got the Bills. I'm tired of picking the Patriots.
I don't know why you keep picking them.
They disappoint me every week.
That's always one of your L's that I know is just gonna happen. Yep, that Patriots game.
They usually prove me right though. The last 2 weeks they proved me wrong, but they usually prove me right. They folded. All right, bro. And those are the picks of the week. Next one we got is the opening night game reactions, bro. What are your biggest takeaway from last night's games?
The Warriors need Draymond Green badly and as soon as possible.
More than Draymond Green. That nigga wouldn't have did shit last night.
Nah, I feel like if he would have been there would have been a stronger defensive presence. The energy would have been there. Like they just need Draymond back on the floor. So that was my biggest takeaway from that game. Shout to KD and Kyrie. They did their thing. They snapped both 20 plus points. And from the Clippers and Lakers game,
they showed us they're the best duo in the league.
No. From the Lakers and Clippers game, Paul George playing with that chip on his shoulder, and
regular season P.
And the Lakers, my biggest takeaway for the Lakers was the first 20 games, they're probably going to be looking real gassed because they looked terrible. I ain't going to lie. They looked terrible in this first game.
They didn't look terrible. They just looked, like tired.
Well, that's what I mean. I don't mean like they actually, not like they didn't know how to play type shit, but they looked out of breath. They looked like they couldn't run the floor well and keep up with the fast breaks and the steals and everything. So I feel like the first 20 games, probably they're going to look real gassed.
Biggest takeaway, the Nets look unstoppable, dog. I don't know who's stopping the Nets out east at all. I truly don't. You can put them boys against Giannis them, KD going at Giannis' neck.
Oh, yeah.
Who's on Kyrie. And then you got Karras off the bench. If that team stays together, that is the best team in the East.
Oh, yeah.
You just have to worry about injuries with that team, bro. And then teammate chemistry. That's really it. They was vibing last night because they was winning, but you have to see them throughout adversity. I feel like to see the real.
Like I said, Nets are the best team in the East. The Bucks will have the best record probably though. The Bucks are always gonna be that team for the next few years that just got the best record.
I don't know how the Nets looking. It might be the Nets, bro. It might be the Nets. And Golden State take away from Golden State. I said it before. Steph is not going to be as effective without Klay Thompson, and we've seen it. Everybody seen it last night, bro. Klay Thompson is a big part of this team. They need Klay. Draymond wouldn't have made that big of a difference last night. And yeah, Steph is still gonna have his huge games, but he would have to be way more ball dominant this season if he really wants to flourish with this offense, bro. Has to be way more ball dominant because his teammates don't know how to play with him yet. Usually he has teammates that are used to his style of play. He's going to be open on the wing on fast breaks. He's going to be around screens. His teammates aren't looking for him right now. So I think he would have to be more ball dominant to get his points off. Pick and roll with Draymond, pick and roll and Wiseman. That's probably what we're going to see more of this season. So that's why I feel about the Warriors. The Clippers, didn't see nothing new with the Clippers. Ibaka was a huge pickup. That's all I would say about that. But I still feel like they need a point guard, man. Patrick Beverley cannot be your point guard throughout the whole season. And I don't think you can do this whole triangle shit.
I think they had Man come in. They said he was a good addition for like the second unit. So
Man,
I think that was his last name.
If you're gonna trade Lou Will, because we have heard Lou Will and trade rumors. If you're gonna trade Lou Will for a point guard. Trade Lou Will for whoever, Terry Rozier or Eric Bledsoe, whoever who can really man the point guard position, bro. Like I said, you need to upgrade at that position if you really want to contend with the Lakers in the playoffs. You need a real point guard, bro. And the Lakers, you already said it. They just look gas, but they're still the best team in the West, though, for sure.
Yeah.
And those are my takeaways from that. All right, but let's move on to Harden. You out here fighting with his teammates?
That's
I want to say we throwing hands here. We throwing hands in here, bro. What was your first reaction to that?
I'm like, bro, this man ready to go. Like, it ain't no other way to say it. He's just ready to go, bro.
He's not staying there.
It's like when you have that job that you just hate working at, bro. You just don't give a damn no more. That's the attitude that Harden has.
And you want to get fired? You want to get fired because you still want your severance pay? That's really where he at right now.
So that was my biggest and only takeaway from that. It's like he's just ready to go.
Yeah, bro. He pulling up Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler didn't fight his teammates, but when he had that one story when he was playing with all third strings and was beating their ass and talking shit, I got the same type of vibes from that. Like he's ready to go. Harden, he's ready to go. In a couple of weeks, Harden will be traded, bro. And then we hear this whole little snafu with the COVID situation, how they were investigating him for COVID and shit like that. It's just like now y'all want him to get in trouble. It's just like I don't know, bro. The Rockets want him gone. I feel like too. It's a two-sided street now.
Right.
The college football playoff, bro. That has come out already. We got Alabama at 1, Clemson 2, Ohio State 3, and Notre Dame 4. Did you have any problems with that?
No, I figured that's what it was going to be. I've seen a lot of people saying Notre Dame shouldn't even be in the playoffs anymore. I'm like, what? I'm like, slow the hell down. First off, who would you put in there? Who would you put in there over Notre Dame?
Texas A&M, but that's not a good one.
It's not. Like, Texas A&M, no. Florida's out of it. Cincinnati.
It should have been a year.
Cincinnati, let's be fucking real.
This should have been a year where Alabama doesn't play anybody. Because it's really no point. Alabama's going to dust whoever was in that 4 spot. Really. They should just skip to the championship and have Clemson on Ohio State play. That's really what it should have been. Because Notre Dame finna get done in by like 30. At least 30. Because they're not keeping up with them boys from Alabama.
Yeah.
They're not.
After what I seen, and I was high on Notre Dame too. Like I thought they was going to beat Clemson the second time. Huh?
I said, and I don't know why.
Okay, I just felt in the beginning of the game it was pretty good, but once Trevor Lawrence got the ball rolling and they got that lead, and Notre Dame blew it like 2 or 3 times to keep it a close game. They missed that field goal and they didn't capitalize off of that interception they got. I was like, those are 2 chances right there that y'all had to take the lead or at least keep the game close, and y'all blew both of them. So they shot themselves in the foot.
All right, bro. So who you got winning it?
All of it. I'm gonna say Alabama, and I'm gonna say it because the past 2 times Alabama has been undefeated, and they met Clemson in the playoff in the championship. Clemson has won, so I feel like with Alabama being undefeated this time, I feel like they're gonna break that streak and actually win it all this year.
Alabama is winning. I see nothing on Saturday to make me feel like Alabama should not win. So I would say Alabama is winning it all.
And you got 3 Heisman candidates at quarterback, wide receiver, and running back. Like I don't see that being stopped.
You can't stop. Oh my god, bro. Saturday night was such a tough game to watch, bro. Because there was so many plays that Florida didn't take advantage of, or they shot themselves in the foot. Like, it was a lot of penalties, like on third down. It's just like, we could have been off the field. And then that one pick when old boy got smacked.
Yeah.
Funniest shit I've ever seen. That boy got killed.
But
that pick we didn't take advantage of. It's just like, it was so much shit, bro. So it's just like, I don't know how to feel. But all right, bro, let's move on to social media wants to know. We have a question in the comments. Give me 1 second. We have one question that wanted to be answered. I want to hear them talk about Barkley telling Kyrie to basically shut up and dribble.
Thank you. We didn't talk about this yet. I'm glad she said that. Who said that? Joanna? Thank you, Joanna. I hated the fact that Charles Barkley said that, just for the fact we already deal with that from white media members enough as is. So that specific phrase of "you dribble, just shut up and talk basketball," I didn't like the fact Charles Barkley said that. Did I disagree with anything else Charles said? No, because Kyrie does say a lot of dumb shit, and Kyrie does have a lot of weird antics about how he goes about things. But don't say the one phrase that we've kind of just banned white people from saying, because when you say it, it's going to give somebody over there an opportunity to be like, well, they say it to each other, so why can't we start saying it again? It was just that one phrase of "shut up and dribble" that I didn't want him to say.
What else did he say? I don't even remember what he said. When Charles speaks, I really do not care or pay attention to it.
I wasn't really paying attention. I was just scrolling, and I seen the quote from NBA TNT. I seen the quote. I didn't actually hear or see him say it.
So you don't know what he said. Then you just see "shut up and dribble."
They quoted it and posted it. I just didn't.
What did he say?
Like you mean verbatim, word for word?
Yeah, what did he say?
Oh, I don't know verbatim word for word. I would have to pull it up. But the gist of it was, you dribble a basketball, just shut the hell up and talk basketball. Was that a response to the media thing about him? No, it was a response to Kyrie said something about his artistic way of how he looks at the world and basketball and all that type of stuff. And Charles Barkley was like, we don't want to hear nothing about you being an artist or nothing right now. Like, you dribble a basketball, just shut the hell up and talk basketball. So I was just like, that just wasn't the right thing to say for Charles.
Oh, he was talking about burning the sage. That's what he was talking about, burning the sage?
It was that plus some other stuff, because Charles said something about you're not an artist or something like that.
He said he's acting like the smartest guy in the world.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. Charles be having some cool ass comments, dog. It's just like, man, are you really with the black folk, bro?
Because it's like, most of what Charles says don't really be bad. He says what a lot of we say, but it's just he'll throw in certain comments like that to where I'm like, okay, yeah, now you tripping. Like, and that was a situation where it was like, you didn't need to say that specific thing.
Charles really gotta chill, bro. That's crazy. He say he tries to act like the smartest guy in the room. He has to shut up and dribble. He's burning the sage. Wow. So he was really feeling away. He was questioning his intelligence.
Literally.
Wow, bro. Like I said, I really didn't read too much into it. I did see it, but I didn't read too much into it because it's Charles Barkley, and I really don't feel like we should pay attention to what Charles is saying. But that's crazy, bro. You can't tell another black man shut up and dribble.
Exactly.
That's some white people shit. You really have to leave to them, bro.
Exactly.
And they shouldn't even be saying the shit. I'm not even allowing them to say the shit. But still, you got to leave that shit to them, bro. That's disrespectful, bro. Why can't we just let everybody be individuals? Why does everybody have to conform to a certain type of normality that we're used to? Why does everybody have to do that? Kyrie isn't what we're used to, so we're trying to put him in this box.
Right.
When we're not letting him be an individual. When he wants to do the sage, let him do the sage. When he wants to talk about his artistic things, let him speak artistically.
A lot of people burn sage. We just never seen NBA players burn sage.
That's my point. And that's my point. You know what I'm saying? Because like burning sage is more like cleansing. You're trying to cleanse the area around you type shit.
Like you're literally trying to be a positive influence. And Charles, man, bump that. Just talk basketball. Like, no, like don't do that.
Come on, bro. And I think the burning the sage has something to do with the tribe that he's from, one of the Indian tribes that his family is from. I think burning sage is something that's really accustomed to his culture. So that's why he's burning sage in there now. So it's like you're really disrespecting his whole culture and his tribe that he's used to by saying just shut up and dribble. Don't burn the sage, just dribble the basketball. It's just like, damn, that's real disrespectful, bro. And you try to put me in this box when I shouldn't be.
Exactly.
That's really what it is, bro. And you seen the interview last night with Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant,
had answered that one word. He was just like, "Yeah," and then I was just like,
he was like, yeah.
Like, bro, I'm tired of this shit.
Hey, Denisha, real deal. Fuck you. We do not fuck with the Tide.
Well, right. Yeah. I knew she was gonna say that.
We do not fuck with the Tide over here.
Yo, we was at Crafty's watching the game together. She was going off the whole. Every time we did something, I was in her face super loud. Every time they did something, she was in my face super loud. Everybody in the whole place was just looking at us crazy. It was the funniest shit ever.
Hey, Denisha, it's all love, but hey, that Roll Tide shit definitely gotta go. That shit definitely gotta go for us to be cool, man. Real. Cause y'all not worse as Florida State. Florida State obviously are a rival, but that Alabama, we nah. we can't ban. All right, bro. Is there anything else I have for social media wants to know?
Nah. I'm gonna go ahead and say it since I shared it on Facebook. For all of y'all talk about, we need a 16-team playoff for the college.
Oh yes, playoff. I forgot that. Yep.
That shit is stupid. Just stop right there. This is football. We don't have a 16-team anything. Like, and that's for NFL or college. Like, why do we need to see?
I mean, they do have a 14 team in the NFL,
but it's not like a. What am I trying to say? It's just.
I understand what you're trying to say.
Like, yeah, I'm not sure how.
It's like a basketball tournament that they had set up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that was like a basketball tournament. That wasn't no actual playoff type. Plus, in college, the level of talent doesn't expand the way the level of talent in the NFL does. Like, in college, you know damn well the number 14 team in the country ain't gonna do shit.
Exactly.
In the country. Exactly. Like, who really wants to see Clemson versus Northwestern? Like, nobody wants to see that. Like, I don't even think they will publicly put that on TV.
That's going on Disney Channel. That's what they put on Disney Channel and Nickelodeon, bro. We don't want that, bro.
Because I said 6 or 8 teams. 6 or 8 teams wouldn't be bad because I could see a number 6 team upsetting a number 2 or 3 team. I could see
So that would mean Cincinnati is beating Clemson?
I'm saying it makes sense because they're in the top 8. You're in the top 8, so you're literally in the cream of the crop of the nation. So it makes sense. But once you pass the 8th seed, it's like you ain't lose that many games, so you count. Like that. I feel like that's what it is.
I don't think that they should expand it just because of the reason that you said. Even if you get to 6 teams, it's just like, man, are we wasting our time with this? Like, because we know who's going to be the end of the 4, and we really know who's going to be the 2 really at the end.
I don't really think they should expand it, but I wouldn't be mad if they did. If they did, it should only be no more than 6, no more than 6 or 8, no more than that. I'll probably just stop it at 6, actually, because 8 probably is even too much.
Because Cowherd made a great point, bro, how when usually you have like some type of club, somebody is always going to be outside saying we should have got in. Right. So even when you expand it to 8, the 9th team is going to be like, oh, we should have got in. This, that, the 3rd. It's just like, even when you expand it, it's still going to be people outside saying we should have got in. And right. 4 is going to be the 5th or 6th seed saying, oh, we should have got in. When it's really like, we know who the 4 or the 3 best teams in the country are every year. It's going to be Alabama, Ohio State, Clemson. Every year, that's who it is. The 4th team is the only one up for grabs.
That's the only vacant one that's up for air for the most part.
That's what I'm saying. And the 4th one gets dusted every year. So what are we really playing the 4th game for? So it's like when you expand it, yes, everybody else gets an opportunity, but it's just like, for what? Just so it can be the same 4 teams by next week?
Plus, another thing, if you expand it, let's just say they do some crazy shit like that, and expand it to 16 teams, you know the lack of effort a lot of these college players are going to put into these games when they know for a fact they can lose 4 or 5 games and still make the damn playoffs.
Whoa. 4 or 5.
You will see the way college football is. You'll see a team with like
4. 6. Oh, you said 16.
That's what I'm saying.
Lose 4, bro. Probably 3. Because then it would be a lot of at large teams in there. You would have the Coastal Carolinas, the Cincinnatis,
exactly
in that top 16. But they're not winning. They're not losing that many games. The Cincinnatis and the Coastal Carolinas.
I'm just saying it leaves so much room for error if you expand it that.
Oh, yeah, I definitely agree with that.
It leaves a lot of room for error if you do it to 6 or 8 teams.
Yeah, that's why I don't think you should expand it because we know what it's going to be. So what are we wasting our time for? Everybody else is just hating from outside the club when you really can't compete with those other 3 teams. That's just what it is. Y'all think y'all can compete. Y'all want to be included, but y'all really not qualified. Y'all not qualified is really what it is, bro. So y'all gotta hate from outside the club for a few more years. All right, bro. Let's move on to entertainment and current events section, bro. First thing I wanted to talk about was the Stimmy, bro. Give me the Stimmy. We getting that $600 Stimmy. and I honestly do not know how to feel. We have been sitting with this $1,200 for 5 months now.
Too long. Too damn long.
Too damn long. And we only get $600 back. Don't understand it, bro.
Bro, they've been talking about making it 2,000 finally since Trump said something about it being 2,000.
You know what I've heard about that, bro? You know what I heard about that?
What?
The Democrats started at 2,000.
Oh yeah.
And they went down to 1,200 because the Republicans only wanted 600 this whole time.
Exactly.
They only wanted 600 this whole time. So the Democrats started at 2,000. They went to 1,200, and then they finally agreed to 600 with the Republicans. And then when they finally agree, Trump says,
"Oh no, we got to do 2,000. We got to make it 2,000." Like
Trump doesn't want to give us anything.
Exactly.
Trump doesn't want to give us anything, bro.
I'm
crazy, dog.
I'm just the shit aggravating.
Can I get my money?
Yeah, just give me my money. Please.
600. I'm gonna be grateful whatever y'all give me because it's free money. But still, give me my money. I've been waiting for how many months?
They have more than enough money to give us than just $600. They can easily give us all 2,500 3 bands if they wanted to be honest. But that's not the world we live in. It's not the America.
Bro, did you hear about that shit that was going on in Canada? They've been paying their people $2,000 a month.
Exactly. This is why I tell people all the time. I never hear anything bad about Canada. I swear I don't. I never hear anything bad about that country at all.
I just hate their music. I hate Caribbean music. That's the only thing I wouldn't like about the States. But that's it. Other than that, you paying your people $2,000 a month, I'll gladly move. Yeah. I'm sitting on my ass getting $2,000. Yeah, I would definitely fuck with that, bro. But we got to do better, bro. Trump got to get the fuck up out of it. He's still fucking it up. It's feeling like we're blaming Biden for Trump's fuck ups already. Like Trump is the one.
We know Biden don't get sworn.
No, it's a lot of people that think Biden is controlling this.
Oh no, he don't get sworn in until January. He still ain't really got no say.
Trust me, I know. A lot of people that don't know this and are blaming this on Biden when it's not his fault.
Oh well, they
make these decisions.
They just need to read and educate themselves. So
they're going by the Twitter headlines, bro.
Yeah, Twitter and Facebook headlines. That's it, and conspiracy theories. So
they see Democrat, they automatically see Biden and like, this nigga Biden don't want to give us the check. This nigga Biden don't want to give us the check. That's what they see. Bro.
It's the way you put 2 + 2 together. He's like, he don't want to give us the check.
That's what I'm saying. That nigga don't want to give us the check. That nigga already, he ain't even in yet, but he don't want to give us the check. Right? You know what you doing, nigga? Niggas is dumb, bro. Niggas is dumb. Give me the Stimmy. All right, moving on to the next one. December 21st.
I was flying. I was definitely flying.
What was your superpower?
I was flying.
You was flying?
Yeah.
I had a lame one, bro. I just got my eyesight back, bro. Got my eyesight back until I came on the live. All my vision went away. But the whole day I wasn't wearing my glasses, bro. The whole day I was just walking around no glasses. I got my vision back. That's all I wanted.
Speaking of glasses, I got my eyes checked today because my dad work at Walmart, so we get like free frame. You got to pay for the prescription, but you get free frames like once a year or whatever. So he was like, go get another pair. So I got my eyes checked and everything. I got my pupils dilated. My dumb ass, I drove.
Whoa!
Hey, I'm sitting in the driver's seat with my, they give you the black flimsy glasses.
Yeah.
I looking like Stevie Wonder driving.
Yeah, real deal could have died. You definitely wild for that shit, my boy.
My superpowers are still working. I had heightened senses. I'll say that.
That nigga definitely tripping, bro. That nigga should not be driving with that shit. Man. I definitely drove with my pupils dilated, and I felt like I was about to crash. I had to pull over and wait 20 minutes and for that shit to come.
I mean, I definitely waited. I waited like 20 or 30 minutes before I just pulled off. So
yeah, I definitely gotta chill when I get my pupils dilated.
Yeah, I ain't just get in the car and just do it. No. I was just like, yeah. Like, nah,
I'm ready to get home. Fuck these glasses. Yeah. Mine was definitely vision, bro. I didn't want to be greedy. I just wanted my vision to be restored. That's the biggest one for me, bro.
I just wanted to fly, dog. That's all I wanted. I got what I
Why
wanted.
flying? Why was flying the biggest part of your shit?
It's just so convenient. It's so convenient.
Teleport feel like it would be way better.
Flying just sounds more fun. Teleporting is more efficient and it gets the job done easier, but flying just looks fun.
Bro, you seen all them tweets they was talking about? They was going back in time and shit.
Hey, them the people that think that's the people that didn't watch Lovecraft but want to tell Lovecraft jokes.
What you mean?
Going back in time, changing shit.
Oh,
that's them people.
Somebody was talking about going back in time and knocking off Ronald Reagan. So
that's what I'm saying. Like on some Lovecraft energy type shit. You know what I'm saying?
What if they did that in season 2?
That's what I'm saying. Like
they could do that in season 2, bro. They could. See? I haven't heard any update about a season 2 though.
I think they're just gonna be quiet until 2021 come, and then they'll surprise us with an update.
No, bro, you know a show I've been watching. I done caught up on Power Book 2, bro.
Yeah,
I done caught up.
I told you, boy. I told you.
Better than Power. I heard a lot of y'all niggas saying it was better than Power, and it ain't better than Power.
Oh, I ain't never watched Power, so I ain't got no reason.
But bro, that nigga Jabari is killing me, bro. The teacher, this nigga is killing me, dog. Why is he still alive? He needs to get killed immediately. He has to get killed immediately. He following my nigga Tariq around now. He has to get killed, bro. And that happens every season. It happens every season. He has to get killed. What episode you on? You caught up?
I didn't watch this last episode, the one that came on Sunday. I didn't get to watch that one, but I'll watch the YouTube.
You see the one when they tried to kill Tariq?
No, that was on Sunday, right?
I'm probably spoiling shit.
I think you spoiled.
I watched them all together. I just caught up. I literally just caught up. So them bitches running all together.
I didn't watch the last one 2 weeks ago on Sunday. Yeah, I watched that one. But this past Sunday, no, I didn't watch that.
Yeah, you got the students, fucking teachers.
Oh yeah, I seen all that. I seen that shit.
Yeah. It's a real wild lifestyle. And
last thing I seen was when dude was stealing he was trying to get Tariq to do that paper shit again so he can steal from his paper and shit.
2-Bit? You seen 2-Bit?
2-Bit? Nah.
Is that all? That last episode? What are you talking about?
Oh, you know the names of the episodes and shit. I don't know the names of the episodes.
No, 2-Bit is the name of the character. He got out of jail.
No, I'm not talking about him.
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about the professor dude who be fucking student.
Oh, Jabari. Yeah.
Jabari. You said his name. I just forgot it. Shit. I don't know his name. I don't like his character, so I didn't pay attention to his name at all.
Jabari. Yeah.
I know that man face when I see
it. Yeah. He definitely a op. I definitely want to talk about that one though. Let's move on to this one. I wanted to talk about this too, bro. The HBO Max and the Disney movie / show deals. I think for HBO Max, all the Marvel movies, I know for sure they're getting Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is going straight to HBO Max and to the theaters. And for the Disney shows, it's obviously going to be on Disney Plus, and it's going directly to Disney Plus. Mm-hmm. How do you feel like this will impact movie theaters moving forward, bro, with these deals?
I think when movie theaters are able to have people come in again, all these deals that are going on, they're going to slowly but surely just drop, because once the movie theaters are back open, those box office numbers are going to hit just as big, if not bigger, than these convenient at-home.
I think you're taking for granted what HBO Max and Disney Plus can do for people, bro. The easy access.
Yeah, the easy access, but I think a lot of people like us in the world just love going to the movies, like physically going to the movies. I think there's still a lot of people in the world that love doing that.
I think these deals are impacting it though, bro. Because if you're just gonna give me the same movie that I can either watch at home or if I can choose to watch it in theater, and I gotta pay $20 for that whole movie going experience, and I can just watch it for free. Is it for free or you have to pay for the movie? Is there another $20?
Yeah, hell yeah, you have to pay. Yeah.
Oh, you gotta pay for both, huh?
Like when they put Mulan on Disney Plus, you had to pay like almost $30 to watch Mulan.
So you gotta pay for these Disney shows too?
Yes. No, not for the shows, for the movies.
Oh, that's for the movies.
Like how Wonder Woman's about to come out.
Oh, so you gotta pay for that.
You might as well.
That's how they're making their money then.
That's what I'm saying. That's how they're making their money. You might as well go to the movies. Like, if I'm gonna pay $30 for a movie, I might as well go to the movies. Like, what the hell? Like, that's what I'm saying.
I guess niggas really choosing between getting up and just chilling the whole day. That's really what you're choosing between. If you really want to get up and go through the movie going experience,
that's why the argument is so hard for me, because like it really depends. Are you the person that don't care if you bootleg it and watch it at home, or you actually got to get up? You like getting up and going to the movies? Like it comes down to what kind of person you are.
How are the movie theaters surviving this time? Like it don't make sense. Y'all not making no money. Y'all making no money right now, but y'all still open?
I have no idea.
I think Regal closed.
AMC is like the only theaters I think that are open.
AMC is the only one, and I don't know.
Drive-in theaters too.
They still do drive-ins? Where's the drive-in at?
It's one in Tampa. I'm in Gainesville, but it's one in Ocala. Certain businesses like in cities, like they've started like doing something. I think Rush Hour, they had a
Rush Hour chicken and waffles?
Yeah, I think on one night he did like a drive-in movie thing in the parking lot where he put a projector up on the building or something like that. Mm-hmm.
I just seen that nigga today. That's funny. I should have asked that nigga about that. But yeah.
That was a while ago. I don't know if that was like a month or two ago, but he did that.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
What you said before that? You fucked me up. I had a point to make. And you said something.
About what?
Damn.
About the drive-in?
AMC. You said something about AMC.
AMC, the only movie company I think open with their actual theaters right now.
And that's what I was about to say. And I just recently went to AMC, and AMC ain't nobody in there. Mm-hmm. Like I went to see. Damn, what I went to see? I went to see New Mutants. Nobody was in there. And other movies and nobody in there.
Was New Mutants good?
There ain't no movies in there either. So I'm like, damn, like all the movies they're playing old movies, bro. They're not playing anything new in the movie theaters right now. So what are we going to the movie for?
They're not really even gonna play nothing new, bro, because them box office numbers are way too important. Like they're not like, since we on the topic of movies, shout out to Eddie Murphy and them Coming to America 2. It's coming out in March.
Yes, you're right.
On Prime Video. It looks great. The trailer looked amazing.
Does it look great?
But I don't think that's gonna be in theaters. I think it's just gonna be on Prime Video, and they're just gonna leave it at that. Because you're not gonna put a movie like that in the box office, and there aren't gonna be any numbers to give you the revenue for it. So I feel like any new movie that people are highly expecting, I don't think we're gonna see it in the theaters.
I don't know how I'm really rocking with the Coming to America shit, bro. The second one, when did they announce this?
Like, when did they drop the preview?
Yeah.
Like 2 days ago now.
Okay. Because when I seen the preview, I just wasn't excited. I'm like, okay. But it's like, it's so many reboots. And like, I can't even get excited because it's like, y'all obviously not going to be like the original. It's not going to give me the same vibe as the original.
Only thing I didn't like about the preview is like, how are these old ass barbers?
Old ass niggas. That's another problem. Yeah.
They were like 60, 70 something like 30 years ago when the first one came out.
You think it's
100? That makes no sense to me at all.
Yeah, bro. Definitely 30 years definitely has gone by.
That's the only thing that I'm thinking of right now. I
think Eddie Murphy played one of the characters.
He played all of them. Like he played damn near everybody at the barbershop.
Yeah, so them niggas definitely supposed to be dead in real life.
He played like 6 characters in that movie, damn near.
Yeah, they not supposed to be in there. But I just couldn't be excited watching the previews. The premise is cool, but I don't know if I'm running to watch Coming to America 2 though. Like, I'm just not. Maybe. I don't know really what I'm rushing to watch right now.
I mean, that movie ain't even we love that movie, but it ain't our generation, no way.
The first one was great. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what it comes with the reboots. It's like, are you going to really top the original?
I don't think certain reboots are not made to top the original. You're just making a reboot
for money. Everybody want to get paid.
Type shit. Like Incredibles 2, they top the original. That's something I will always tell people. Incredibles 2 is low key. I can't even remember. Incredibles 2 is low key better than the first Incredibles. That's a rare occasion when the sequel is better than the first one. Terminator 2 better than the first one. That's a rare occasion.
That's the one he was.
That was the
girl. He had the girl in the second. He was following the girl.
I believe so. That was the one with like the liquid Terminator.
Yeah, that was definitely 2. That was 2. Yeah. Oh yeah. So 2 was better than 1. You're right.
It's certain situations. For the most part, though, it do just be money grabs.
Yeah, and I feel like this is another money grab. Everybody trying to get paid. Wesley Snipes' old ass got braids and shit. Why are you in this? Why are you in this movie, bro? So that's why I'm like, man, I don't know. I see Tiana Taylor in this shit too, though.
Yeah.
Get her money up too. So I think that's the route she going now. She not gonna be doing music no more. She gonna do more actress
Right.
shit.
Yeah.
So
she just didn't feel appreciated music wise, which I don't blame her. So she's just taking a break from that right now.
she said retire.
She's
hanging them up.
she's taking a break.
She hanging them up, man.
She'll get back to it.
She putting up her jacket.
If she real deal retired, that's crazy. But I think she's coming back.
Hey, don't know. All right, bro. That's everything I have for entertainment and current events. What else you got? Got something?
Yeah, that was about it. Yeah.
All right, bro. Let's move on to Pass the Ox. What's the song of the week?
Song of the week is All In by NBA Youngboy off of his album Top.
And I have Fabio by Rock Marciano. We'll definitely check that out. And I think that's it for the podcast.
Actually, shit, since this ain't our last pod of the year. We got one more pod next week.
Yeah.
You want to give out what we think our top 5 music projects are right now, or you want to wait till next week?
Ooh, I honestly have that Replay Music app, so I honestly can see it already.
I can't count my Replay Music app because I'll be playing old shit too much.
Me too. I got a lot of old shit. I do got a lot of old shit in my Replay shit.
I think I got my top 5 though.
We'll do it next week. Just remind me. Yeah, write it down, and we'll definitely do that next week because I ain't even think about that. So you can definitely do that because I know my first 2, but my other 5 I really don't know right now. So we can definitely do that one though. Definitely do that one.
And all genres count. It ain't gotta just be rap or hip hop or whatever. All genres count. So
yeah. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, bro. You can hit it with the social media.
Y'all can follow us on Twitter at Q&E Podcast 1. You can follow us on Instagram at QANDE Podcast. You can follow us on Facebook and like our Facebook page. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Q&E Podcast. Click the notification bell so you can see anytime that we drop new episodes. Our email, QANDEpodcast@gmail.com for any business inquiries, questions, concerns, fan mail. We'll make sure to get back to y'all on there as soon as possible. You can follow Quincy on Twitter at Q_Hicks3, and you can follow him on Instagram at QHicksProduction. You can follow me on Twitter at EdgarMartin97, and you can follow me on Instagram at Edgar Martin Official. Shout out to MTMV Sports.
Yes, and definitely subscribe to us on all of our podcast platforms. We're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. So wherever you listen to podcasts, we are there. Subscribe to me on YouTube. Just type in Quincy Hicks into the search bar. I'm the first name that comes up. Definitely go ahead and subscribe. And I think that's it for this podcast, bro. Anything else?
Nah, that's about it. Yep.
Yeah. All right, bro. We appreciate y'all for listening, and we out. Peace.